been talking about the life of Paul and the letters that he wrote to the churches that he loved. And we have looked at the ministry that Paul had, and it was a ministry of power. In the book of Ephesians and in the book of Acts, it talks about how Paul lands in this prosperous city of Ephesus, and by preaching the gospel, he just turns that city upside down. And then, in the city of Philippi, he does the same. He just turns that city upside down because he preaches the gospel with power. And the preaching of the gospel is accompanied with signs of healing, signs of deliverance. Miracles are taking place through the ministry of Paul. And so you would think that when he writes these letters to Philippi, he's going to say, hey, remember all the miracles I did? Go do that stuff. Hey, remember how many people I healed? Go do that stuff. Because that's what really turned the city upside down, right? It was all the miracles. But Paul understood that the real source of the revolution that took place in Ephesus, the real source of the revival that took place in Philippi, was Holy Spirit being allowed to speak over people's lives, being able to look into their face and speak what was true. Jesus said, after he had died on the cross, was buried in the tomb, and rose from the dead, he said, you know, when that happens, it's going to be to your benefit. Because when I go to the right hand of the Father, I can send Holy Spirit to you, and he will guide you into all truth. He's going to tell you, Holy Spirit is going to reveal truth to you about who God really is. Holy Spirit is going to reveal truth to you about who you really are. And Holy Spirit is going to reveal truth to you and through you about who the other folk around you really are. Because you see, my truth is what I see was won on the cross. You may think, oh, I'm not worth much. I've done so many bad things that if God looks